We're guessing a lot of you are probably really looking forward to Wild Hearts and enjoying the content that we already have on the channel for you so far. Previously, we've spoken about the Kemono that we've seen in the demo, but there are so many more that we've seen from the trailers that you may not be aware of. So in today's video, let's take a look at all of the monsters we've seen so far. Some of them will have less information than others, but many of them do look pretty spicy. But before we start diving into the Kemono, we need to make sure everyone has an understanding of how Kemono differ from monsters in other games. For those seeing Wild Hearts for the first time, here is a backstory behind the Kemono in Wild Hearts and what you can expect from them. History has long forgotten why the Kemono are so desperate. The once peaceful beasts are now on a rampage, and although you are a visitor to these lands, Azuma needs your help. You must stop them from wreaking havoc and bring back balance to this world. The Kemono have undergone a unique evolution by fusing with their environments. They wield the power of nature to reshape their surroundings to suit their needs. You will encounter creatures of all sizes, from plant-infused squirrels to massive beasts who all have very unique combat patterns. So at the moment, there are 7 different Kemono that we know of, and we saw 3 of them in the demo. The first Kemono that we see prominently in the trailers is the Death Stalker, which is a really cool looking wolf and probably the closest thing I feel that we have to a Monster Hunter monster. It looks like it's going to be very fast and may have an elemental attunement towards ice. We see in the trailer that the Death Stalker can produce ice pillars with attacks and moves similar to how a Nagakuga would in a Monster Hunter game. It's definitely going to be an interesting fight to go against this monster, especially if the ice elemental attacks apply as slow on the player. The next Kemono that we've seen in a lot of the trailers is the Lavaback. This is basically like the Wild Hearts version of a gorilla, but this one seems to be a big boy gorilla, as there is a screenshot where we have the Lavaback towering over the hunters. We know from interviews and articles on Wild Hearts that the Lavaback, as per its name, is infused with lava, and when it goes into a berserk state, it will start spewing lava everywhere. And the next 2 monsters are ones that we have very minimal information on and have only seen briefly in the trailers. We currently don't have a name for this bird type monster, but it's one of our favorites. It looks like a phoenix or hawk, and we're curious how we will be able to use the building mechanics to defeat it, as we have seen a glider before, so maybe we will need to become some aerial combat boys in order to take this one down. So far we have seen some big Kemono like King Tusk, but in the trailers we got a glimpse of an even bigger monster called the Earth Shaker. Although the concept for it is more like a turtle, certain features of the monster more resemble a bear. We're guessing that the fight against the Earth Shaker will be more of a set-piece siege battle, but hopefully it isn't the only large-scale monster in the game. And it will be great to see Koei Tecmo really mess around with the scale, considering we have the means to traverse very quickly using the Karakuri. The next 3 Kemono are monsters that we've previously covered in gameplay for Wild Hearts already on the channel, but here's a quick reminder for them. The Rage Tail is a small rat or squirrel type creature that blooms a flower when it becomes enraged. It uses a large pod on its tail to do massive attacks, but you can use your building to block its path if you are smart and quick enough. Next is the Sap Scourge, another Kemono with lava infused into it, and the one that we had the most difficulty with in the demo due to its high stun value attacks. Sap Scourge is a mix of a raccoon but with lava. This is a monster type that you don't normally see in games, so it's really cool that the developers are taking a risk with this type of Kemono that we think integrates pretty well into the game. But again, you can get very easily stunned by this one. Lastly is the monster that we've probably seen the most of, and it was the king boy of the Wild Hearts demo, King Tusk. This Kemono was fearsome with big arcing attacks and high damaging charge attacks. It's basically a boar with a tree or root element infused into it, and this is most visible when it becomes berserk. Once this happens, it starts sprouting roots everywhere. One of the amazing things you can do against it is to actually place down the Karakuri to stop it from charging towards you, and that will then give you a window of attack. So if you would like to see more Wild Hearts videos, click like down below to show support, and subscribe and click the bell so you don't miss out with what we have planned next for you guys. There are 2 more videos on the screen now, which if you did enjoy this Wild Hearts video, we have more on the channel for you, so definitely check them out and don't miss out. Let us know what you think after watching though in the comments down below.